I've been playing old school Runescape for a long time, and I can honestly say I haven't been this hooked on a limited time game mode since the early days of leagues. The Gridmaster event has been a wild ride, but now that dust has settled, it's time to sit down and figure out what did Jagex absolutely nail, where did it fall short, and what do we need to see if this event comes back? Let's start with the good stuff. For me, it boils down to two things: seasonal hype and that sweet, sweet dopamine. I personally love these seasonal events. I love the hype, the new world, and yes, I love booking a couple of days off work just to grind. It's a dedicated, focused OSRS experience, and becoming that overpowered character for a short time is just pure fun. The grid structure, the choice element, it's all fed into that initial rush. Speaking of the grid, the dopamine rush from unlocking tiles and getting relics overpowered gear was fantastic. It's that immediate reward loop that makes temporary game modes so addictive. You hit a goal, you get a tangible power boost, and now you're instantly set up for the next tier challenge. It's League's core appeal, but packaged differently. The pacing for someone who knows the game well was generally spot on. It was fast, you snowballed quickly, there were only a few real hurdles that acted as proper roadblocks right at the end. Things like the 30-minute Inferno or the Whisperer Awaken tile. These were the real skill checks. All in all, great challenges, but this leads me straight into what I was missing. I loved how fast the grid was, but Gridmaster fell short right at the finish line, and I think that's a real shame. For a game mode called Gridmaster, I genuinely wish there was more challenges that truly separated the good players from the exceptional ones. We had those final bosses, but I wanted a layer between the tough endgame tiles and the absolute completion. Something that required the next level of master or strategy. This is my biggest piece of feedback. The overpowered gear came too late. You hit a point where you got a massive weapon or a huge relic buff, but you've already completed the entire board. I got my hands on some of the nuts relics and thought, awesome. Now I can go do what exactly? The motivation to use the gear anywhere vanished once the grid was done. I felt like I hit a completion cliff. Once the board was finished, my passion just died off. Even with the powerful buffs, there was no longer a compelling goal tethering me to the world. I know some people are still playing just for the fun of being OP, and that's great, but for achievement hunters, the chase ended abruptly. So if Jagex brings this back, here's my pitch to solve the completion cliff problem and truly earn the master tile. Instead of the entire event being the grid, what if completing the main grid unlocked a mini grid, a grid master challenge board? This wouldn't be mandatory, maybe just one extra row or a column, but with absolutely nuts tasks. Think extreme combat achievements, perfect world record style times, ultra rare RNG goals, even bringing back some like nutty echo bosses. The best part, this needs a leaderboard. The top 10 who complete these mega tiles could be immortalized with the world record like stats. That's the kind of challenge that gets the veterans truly invested after the main board is done. You master the grid, then you get to prove you are the grid master. Finally, I sincerely hope Gridmaster becomes an annual event. Leagues is huge, but I love the shorter, more focused nature of this. I'd love to see it become the opposite side of the year event to Leagues. Give us Leagues in Q4 and Gridmaster in Q2 or 3. It fills the gap perfectly and keeps the seasonal hype rolling. So overall, Gridmaster was a massive success in my book. It was a ton of fun. The pacing was excellent, but the endgame content needs a little love to prevent that immediate burnout after completing the board. What do you guys think? Did you love the Gridmaster? What was the hardest tile for you? Let me know in the comments below, and if you want to see more OSRS reviews and event coverage, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.